Have you ever wondered why a man can meet many women in his life, yet there is usually only one he keeps remembering long after? It is not always about perfect looks or outward charm. What stays with him is something deeper, something harder to define, an energy, a presence, a feeling that quietly tells him, "Here I experienced something I couldn't find anywhere else."
Carl Jung suggested that a woman's real influence is not in what she tries to prove, but in the subtle inner energy she carries. When this feminine essence is awakened, it doesn't just attract attention for a moment, it creates a lasting imprint in a man's subconscious, making him feel emotionally connected in a way he can't easily explain. Today, let's explore 7 qualities of feminine energy that seem small on the surface but can leave a deep emotional mark. These are not tricks or techniques, but natural states of being that shape how love is experienced. The first is full presence, being truly there with someone. Think of the difference between someone who is physically beside you but mentally elsewhere, and someone who actually sees you, listens, and feels with you.
Men, even those who rarely express emotions, remember the woman who made them feel genuinely heard. Not because she spoke more, but because she was fully there. Jung once said that what remains unconscious controls your life. When a woman is grounded in the present moment, she creates a calm, safe space that draws others in without effort. Even simple acts like listening without interruption or putting away distractions can completely change how deeply someone feels connected to you. The second is primal femininity, honoring intuition and emotion. Many women are taught to suppress how they feel, to smile when they are uneasy, or stay quiet when something doesn't feel right. But when a woman allows her emotions to exist freely, she becomes naturally alive. That emotional honesty is what men often find unforgettable. Jung referred to the anima as the inner feminine image within a man's psyche, connected deeply to emotion and mystery. When a woman lives in tune with her inner feelings, she doesn't perform attraction, she naturally becomes it. The third is vulnerability and emotional openness, allowing yourself to feel without shame or fear. When you laugh fully, cry honestly, or express love without holding back, you become real in a way that is deeply magnetic. It is not about being dramatic, but about being true. That emotional flow creates a sense of freedom that contrasts with how many people live restrained, controlled lives. The fourth is allowing him to lead while you allow yourself to receive care. A man feels most connected when he senses his effort is meaningful. A simple moment, like noticing his exhaustion and acknowledging it gently, can stay with him far longer than advice or solutions. It is not about dependency, but about emotional exchange where care flows naturally both ways. The fifth is self-love and personal rituals that strengthen your presence. When you take care of your inner world, your peace, your routines, your relationship with yourself, you naturally radiate confidence. Even small things like being mindful during daily moments, slowing down, or enjoying simple experiences fully build a grounded energy that others can feel instantly. The sixth is maintaining a sense of mystery, not revealing everything at once. Human psychology is drawn to what it cannot fully decode. A woman who keeps depth within herself becomes someone a man continues to discover over time. Psychologically, the mind remembers what feels unfinished. This is why subtlety, emotional depth, and layers of personality create long-lasting curiosity. Finally, when all these qualities come together, something powerful happens. You stop trying to be chosen and instead become someone who naturally stays in memory. Not because you are chasing attention, but because your presence feels real, alive, and emotionally rich. This is the essence of feminine energy as shared by modern love code. Not performance, but presence. Not pursuit, but authenticity. And that is what makes a woman unforgettable in a man's inner world long after the moment has passed. In real life, some women leave a lasting imprint on a man, not because of anything loud or dramatic, but because of how they keep a quiet, private space within themselves. I once saw something simple on a date that stayed in my mind. When the man casually asked about her future plans, she just smiled and said she was exploring a few interesting things lately, but it didn't feel like the right time to share all the details yet. She wasn't being distant or playing games. There was no coldness in her tone. It felt more like she had gently closed a door without locking it. That small moment changed the atmosphere. Instead of losing interest, the man became more curious. He didn't know exactly what she was building in her life, but he felt drawn in, like there was something worth understanding slowly. In that pause, he didn't see a closed personality. He saw depth. A sense that she wasn't someone you fully figure out in one sitting, but someone whose world unfolds over time, only for those patient enough to stay. This is what real mystery actually is. Not silence for attention, not emotional games, not pretending to be unavailable. True mystery comes from having a rich inner world. Your own thoughts, passions, memories, ideas, and emotions that don't get immediately exposed to everyone. You don't rush to reveal everything, not because you are hiding, but because there is simply too much inside you to present all at once. Think about music. If a song reveals every beat, every climax, every emotion in the first few seconds, it might impress briefly, but it won't stay. Great music understands rhythm. It creates space. It allows pauses, anticipation, and unfolding. That's what makes someone want to replay it. In the same way, a woman with depth doesn't reveal her entire story in the first conversation. She lets things unfold naturally, not to create confusion, but to create experience. And through that experience, a man doesn't feel like he has understood her quickly. He feels like he is still discovering her. In relationships, that unfolding matters. When everything is exposed too fast, every fear, every wound, every detail, there can be a strange sense of completion too early. But when connection develops layer by layer, it feels like a journey rather than a finished chapter. And people naturally become attached to journeys they are still walking. Carl Jung once pointed out that intense inner conflict, when integrated, brings a deep sense of stability. In relationships, this reflects something similar. The emotional tension created by depth and incompleteness doesn't weaken connection, it can actually make it more meaningful, as long as there is trust holding it together. This is why mystery, when it is real, doesn't push someone away. It creates emotional pull. It makes a man feel both curiosity and comfort at the same time. Curiosity because there is more to know, and comfort because the depth feels real, not staged. But here is where another truth becomes important. Mystery alone is not enough. That is where authenticity enters. If mystery is what keeps attraction alive, authenticity is what keeps love stable. Without authenticity, mystery can slowly turn into distance. But when both exist together, something balanced happens. A man feels intrigued, but also emotionally safe. Authenticity means you are not performing versions of yourself just to be liked. In real life, many people unconsciously shift into roles. The always agreeable one, the emotionally strong one, or the constantly attractive one. These roles may create attention, but they don't create real connection. Because at some point, a man doesn't meet the real person. He only meets the image being maintained. Carl Jung described this shift from persona, the mask we show the world, to self, who we truly are. In love, this shift becomes essential. When a woman drops the pressure to perform and allows herself to simply be, the relationship becomes real instead of rehearsed. Authenticity is not oversharing everything. It is honesty in emotion. Laughing when something is funny without holding back. Admitting when you are tired instead of pretending you are fine. Allowing yourself to feel instead of constantly managing how you appear. That kind of truth doesn't reduce attraction. it deepens it because it feels human. There is something powerful that happens when two people stop maintaining images and start meeting as real people. Defenses drop, pretending stops, and suddenly connection feels safer because it is no longer built on illusion. At the same time, authenticity also confronts a fear most people carry quietly. If I show my real self, I might be left. So many people build their relationships around avoiding that fear. But ironically, hiding the self often creates the very disconnection they are trying to prevent. Real connection doesn't grow from perfection. It grows from truth that is shared safely. And when both mystery and authenticity exist together, something deeper forms. Not control, not performance, but natural emotional attraction mixed with trust. From here, another layer begins to appear in relationships. Balance. Knowing when to give and when to hold space. Because one of the most common patterns in love is overgiving. Trying to do everything, fix everything, support everything. It may come from care, but over time, it creates imbalance. One person becomes the giver, the other becomes the observer, and attraction starts to fade. Healthy connection is not about one person carrying everything. It is a rhythm between offering and receiving, between stepping forward and stepping back, between allowing and participating. When a woman sometimes allows a man to contribute, decide, or take initiative, it doesn't reduce her value, it activates his sense of presence in the relationship. Because love is not just about being cared for, it is also about being needed in a meaningful way. Even small things matter. Letting him choose something simple, allowing space for him to show effort, or openly expressing when you need support instead of handling everything alone. These moments don't weaken independence, they strengthen connection, because real intimacy is not built on one-sided effort, it is built on exchange. And when this balance is present, something subtle but important happens. Both people feel involved, both feel needed, both feel like they matter in the story. This is how emotional connection deepens, not through intensity alone, but through balance, truth, and depth working together. And in the end, what makes a man stay emotionally connected is not perfection, not performance, and not constant availability. It is the feeling that with you, there is always something real to discover, and at the same time, a safe place to return to. That combination is what makes a woman unforgettable in a man's inner world. A man can be drawn to beauty, but what truly makes him stay is something far deeper, a feeling of emotional safety and quiet healing he experiences in your presence. Carl Jung once said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." In the same way, a woman's gentleness can act like a small, steady light. It doesn't erase a man's inner struggles, but it gives him enough safety to face them without fear. This is where healing energy becomes powerful in love. It is not about fixing a man or trying to save him. It is about how you make him feel when he is with you. Sometimes the most healing thing is simple presence, listening without interrupting, not rushing to give advice, and allowing silence when words are not needed. When a man speaks and feels truly heard instead of corrected, something inside him softens. Even physical presence matters. A calm hug, a gentle touch, or simply holding his hand can communicate more comfort than long conversations. These small gestures tell him, without words, that he is safe here. And safety is what allows emotional walls to slowly come down. Most importantly, when a woman responds to his vulnerability with respect instead of judgment, it changes everything. He begins to understand that showing his real emotions doesn't make him weak in her eyes. It actually brings him closer to her. That realization builds a level of trust he may not experience anywhere else. In such moments, love stops being about two people trying to appear strong in front of each other. It becomes a space where both can be real, even fragile. And when a man reaches that level of emotional honesty with you, he rarely forgets it. Often, he doesn't want to experience that same depth anywhere else again. Healing energy, however, is only one layer of connection. Another deeper layer opens when a woman learns to live in wholeness. If healing is what softens love, wholeness is what stabilizes it. A whole woman does not enter a relationship to be completed. She does not look at love as something that will fix what is missing inside her. Instead, she enters love already connected to her own life, her interests, her peace, her friendships, and her personal joy. Carl Jung referred to this process as individuation, the journey of becoming your full self. When a woman reaches this state, love is no longer a rescue mission. It becomes an addition, not a solution. In modern relationships, many people unknowingly place their emotional happiness entirely on one person. They expect love to fill every gap. But when expectations become too heavy, disappointment quietly follows. A woman in her wholeness doesn't carry that emotional pressure into a relationship. She has her own rhythm of life. Her happiness doesn't depend on constant attention or validation. So when a man enters her world, he doesn't feel like he is stepping into emptiness that needs to be filled. He feels like he is stepping into a life that is already full. That difference is powerful. There is a quiet confidence in a woman who can say, even silently, I am happy with my life, and you are welcome to share it, not complete it. That kind of energy doesn't push a man away. It actually makes him feel more drawn in. Because instead of being needed to fix something, he feels chosen to share something meaningful. Jung once said the most difficult thing for a person is to fully accept themselves. Yet that acceptance is exactly what creates emotional freedom. A woman who has learned to sit comfortably with herself, whether in joy or solitude, brings a different quality into love. She is not searching for someone to rescue her from loneliness. She is inviting someone to share her already existing peace. In that state, love transforms. It is no longer driven by fear of loss or neediness. It becomes a conscious choice. And paradoxically, when a woman does not depend on a man for her happiness, her presence becomes even more unforgettable. She becomes like a steady stream, flowing whether someone is there or not. A man who enters that space doesn't feel pressure to create her happiness. Instead, he feels invited into it. This is what makes wholeness so powerful in love. It removes desperation and replaces it with calm attraction. It allows connection without emotional dependency. And in the end, this is what makes a man see a woman not just as a passing experience, but as someone he genuinely wants to stay connected with. Not because she needs him, but because being with her feels like adding something meaningful to an already complete life. When presence, emotional depth, healing energy, and inner wholeness come together, love stops being something fragile or temporary. It becomes something grounded, real, and deeply memorable. That is why some women are never fully forgotten. Not because they tried to be unforgettable, but because they lived in a way that made connection feel real.